Okay, so yeah, here's where we left off last time. Basically, I went through this route here, which kind of ended in tragedy. I don't know if they're all gonna end in tragedy, but I felt like it was like a pretty bad end. Basically, it's like we have the main girl here, Yoko. Um, she ended up dying in this route, and then basically my boy here, Shogo, went on a murder spree. Not I was not able to control that. He just decided to do that. So I'm gonna see if I can change history, pretty much. So it's seeming like here's the first branch, which involves Yoko dying. And they kind of made it seem like, oh, if you do something different here, um, maybe you can avoid her dying, branching off into this spot. So let's try it out. Here's a summary. In Kinshibori Park. Here's the summary of previous events. Shogo Okie is with Yoko Fukunaga at Kinshibori Park, searching for one of the seven mysteries of Honjo. His interest in the occult starts to grow as he learns more about it from Yoko. Okay. Um. Oh, I see. I could kind of like choose where to start, I guess. How? Okay, I have to think about this. How is the right related to the mysteries? Something's happening to Yoko. Maybe I'll just start from the beginning of this particular chapter, just to be safe. Um, because I'm not sure. Like, I don't want to go too far, pretty much. But yeah, I'm gonna recall here. I've gotten most of my memory back, but I still feel a bit out of it. Okay. So, yeah, basically my goal here is to try to avoid Yoko from dying, which somehow she just died last time, and I have to try to figure that out. It's gotten late, really late actually. It's already past 1 a.m. There's a chill in the air, but I guess that's normal for this time of year. Or so I keep telling myself. Yeah. Oh, here's Yoko. I don't know how she's so comfortable talking about spirits and the paranormal at this time of night. Either she's got guts or she's just used to it, unless... No, it can't be. Okay, so I'll see if I can examine anything else here. These telephone booths are all over town. The lights are always on, so they can be used in an emergency. Okay. Okay, some of this is dialogue that I've like already read, so I'm gonna try to avoid doing that. I'll just kind of skim over it. But yeah, so what I'm thinking I have to do here, basically there was there was something. Like I heard there was like a noise and I turned around to look. Like Yoko looked very horrified and like staring at me or something behind me. So I looked behind me. I looked behind me and didn't see anything. And then I turned around and she was dead. So I'm like, that's great. Okay, I'm just checking because there was one point where I changed voice volume to 0. Um, which I wonder if that will have any effect on this portion. But yeah, I don't know. I'll just talk to Yoko. Wait. You're kidding, right? About what? I mean, just now. It kind of sounded like you were saying that only people with spirit sense can see you. Okay, yes, she's talking about her spirit sense. She loves making alcohol references. Um, yeah. So I'm trying to think like what the trigger would be, basically. I've thought about like maybe it was just me turning around pretty much, or like during a certain point of this encounter, or if it's like shit. There's something Yoko also said was basically she said you have to believe in whatever is happening. There's power in the belief of the occult sort of thing. So I wonder if my dude is like very aloof, then he'll be like less susceptible to stuff, possibly. Okay. Won't be able to see a thing unless you're properly in tune. Yeah, so I'm wondering if this is like part of it, honestly. I've seen this dialogue before, so. Um. Alright. No, they're just talking about alcohol. Already skipping through this, but. The Seven Mysteries of Honjo. Are these really ghost stories? More like a collection of superstitions. Yeah, so there's a certain legend around this park. There's a whispering canal. Okay. I'll ask a little more about that. There's more than 7 mysteries, even though it's called 7 mysteries. Like, I wonder if my strategy here is basically to be as, like, I don't know, what's the word? Like, very, suspicious. Like, I wonder if I'm supposed to be like, oh, I don't know. I don't know if I believe in all this type of thing. And then maybe... Because it seemed like once my character had come to terms with believing in the occult and stuff, it seemed like everything went crazy after that point. I don't know if there's a way I can sort of react differently to that. So, the rite of resurrection. He's seeming like he's already believing in this, though. I think it's after that piece of dialogue, pretty much. I'll say, what's that got to do with the 7 mysteries? Okay. Why are you looking for the right? Yeah, she's trying to resurrect her dog. Basically. Ogopoko. Ogopogo. Okay. Okay, so at this point this is where stuff's going haywire. Um yeah. So either there's something I have to do here or um it could be too late possibly, like maybe what I'm considering is like once he starts asking about the rite of resurrection, he seems to have some belief in what is going on. So it could be that. Maybe I'm not even supposed to ask about it. But Yoko, are you okay? No, this can't be. I feel eyes on my back. I can't move. There's something behind me. I feel like the move here is to not turn behind me, but I also don't know what else to do here. Like, I feel like if I turn around, I feel like if I turn around, she's just gonna die. So... But I also... Okay, I'm also thinking if it's related to hearing the spirit's voice or something, like if I turn around, because I have it set to 0, then maybe it won't have an effect on me. I don't know if that like occurs with this particular like spirit. Okay, so I'm gonna try talking to her. It's no use, she's in no condition to talk. Okay. I'm gonna keep yelling her name. What? Is calling her name really going to help? I'm already yelling as hard as I can. Shouldn't I look for what's causing this? I'm gonna say this. There's nothing there. Yoko, hang in there, Yoko. Look at me, you're going to be okay. It's alright, there's nothing there. Oh boy. Oh! Hey, I think that actually worked. As last time I actually turned around and looked at the thing and it killed me. Hey! I think we did it. Shogo cries Yoko's name in a desperate attempt to wake her as she lies unmoving on the ground. Will his pleas get through to her? Okay. Well, we'll see what happens this time. So yeah, I'll actually read through the dialogue now. I was just skipping through stuff that it's like, okay, I'd read all this before. Oh, yes, she's alive. Huh? Oh, good, you're awake. What? Are you okay? You were so rattled and confused, I thought you'd really lost it. You feel dizzy? Have a headache? Are your humors off balance? Wait, what did you say? I think I've heard that before. You're the one who said it earlier. Oh right, that might have been it. My humors were off balance. What, back there? You ended up like that because of your humors? Yeah, I've heard that at this age, your humors being even a little bit off can be fatal. I'm glad you're back to normal now. Yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cause you so much trouble. But I really don't remember what happened. Sounds like what happened to me. Maybe this place is dangerous somehow? What? Are you backing out? Yeah, it just doesn't feel safe to me, and I'm worried about you. Let's call off today's investigation. Come on, I just started feeling back to normal, too. Nope, not happening. Go home. I'll even pay for your cab fare, okay? I ended up having to force a still protesting Yoko into a taxi. Even then, she still wouldn't stop complaining. So to placate her, I promised I'd search the park on my own for a little while longer. Okay. Interesting. Oh wow, so this really skips ahead, like, past all this, I guess. So, yeah. Do some searching around this park then. Oh wow. Oh, that's what it is. It's like 5 a.m. already. I do really like a lot of the music in this game. In further news... Oh. Before dawn today, a police officer on patrol discovered a man collapsed in a Sumida City park. The man was taken to the hospital, but his death was confirmed shortly after. Investigations are still underway, but police suspect a connection to the other unexplained deaths found in the area at around the same time. Jeez, well, it's not what I expected was gonna happen. Jeez. Um, well, that escalated quickly. There's gotta be more routes, right? It can't just be that. This one just ended so abruptly. Because there's literally the route where basically everybody dies or where just Shogo dies. Okay, it says I completed the prologue. Well done in your efforts thus far. This brings Shogo Okie's story to a close. I guess he was maybe destined to die or something. But this is not the end, far from it. In fact, this is where the story finally begins. The routes of the three protagonists have now been unlocked. Okay. Oh, yeah. Harue Shigima, a woman who lost her son when he was kidnapped and murdered. Tatsuo Tsutsumi, the chief inspector of the 1st Investigative Division, who is looking into the death of an officer in the line of duty. And Yako Sakazaki, a high school girl who wants to bring her friend back from the dead, a girl who died in a suspicious suicide. Huh. Each of them is burdened with circumstances that leave them no choice but to seek the rite of resurrection. Following these three storylines will reveal the full nature of all that is occurring. With that, please enjoy the continuation of this tale. Okay. Ah. Alright. So, honestly, if I had to pick a first route that I'm going for here, I'm kind of leaning more towards Tetsuo. Just because, I mean, I think this character, Harue, is very interesting as well. But I think Tetsuo was interesting in the sense that, when he was shown before, like on this route, Um, he seemed like he was very mysterious in the sense that he didn't talk a whole lot. He mostly let his partner do the talking, and I was sort of intrigued by that. Like, I feel like this dude's really hiding some stuff. So, I think I'm gonna go with his route first. So, crime scene investigation. Okay. Tetsuo Tsutsumi, Chief Inspector of the Metropolitan Police Department, 1st Investigative Division, is investigating the mysterious death of a fellow officer. He visits the scene of the incident, the former Yasuda Gardens, with his subordinate Jun Eryo. Okay. So this is basically um this is where we saw these two characters for the first time, but it was from Shogo's perspective. So, oh, just kidding. Is this a different area? Yeah, it is. Um, okay. Hey boss, forensics is all done. The crime scene is clean. The other officers have all gone home. It's just us now. The park should be able to open back up tomorrow like nothing ever happened. I doubt it'll get many visitors after everything that's happened. You'd be surprised, lots of people love that kind of thing. I bet they'll be lining up to get in. Occult stuff is really popular right now. Did you not know that, boss? Sounds stupid. Well, it's not exactly rooted in science, but if ghosts really did exist, we could ask them who the perp is. Somehow I doubt it'd be that simple. Oh, but you know, I've heard that high school girls are really into this spirit board thing these days. Yeah, kinda true. Supposedly you can call on spirits and talk to them by using a board with letters on it. Wouldn't that be something? You can try it out yourself if you're so interested. Hey, that's not a bad idea. Let's give it a go sometime, boss. What now? Stop messing around. Do you really think we're gonna solve this case by moving a coin across a scrap of paper? Sounds like you know all about it. We've got to be open-minded. What if that's how police work is gonna be from now on? Don't make me laugh. Listen up, Ario. His face, bro. You can't go blaming the death of your buddy on something like the occult. I don't care if it was ghosts or the occult or what. Whoever or whatever it was that did this. I'll get them. I promise you that. Well, you've got the right attitude, but we don't even know if this is a murder yet. Bias is weak in our judgment. Get too fixated on one thing and you stop seeing everything else. Aye, aye, boss. So, now that we've finished investigating the scene, let's review what we found. Now it's getting late. I figured we'd head straight home from here. Come on, we've got to go over all the info we've gathered. And what better place to do that than here at the scene of the crime where we can soak up the atmosphere? Soak up the atmosphere? The hell is there to soak up? You must be really into this occult stuff if you get off on being in a place like this. Wait, you mean being somewhere like this doesn't get your blood pumping? No way. No, no, don't turn this around on me. I'm not the weird one here. Cripes. His face. Fine. Let's get this over with. Aye aye, boss. Okay. So, here we have this boy, Jun. Jun Ario, a detective in the Tokyo Metropolitan Police Department, 1st Investigative Division. His rank is sergeant. This is his first time leading a case. It's like he's graduated from rookie to newbie. He looks put together on the outside, but acts like a kid most of the time. Honestly, the force could use more people like him. Alright, I'm gonna look around a little bit. The former Yasuda Gardens here in Yokohama Ichome were Originally built as part of a daimyo's estate back in the Edo period. The park became city property a number of years ago and underwent extensive renovations. There's not a soul around at this time of night. Quiet doesn't even begin to describe it. Okay. This pond. They say it used to flow into the Sumida River, but the river became so polluted that they cut it off. Okay. I don't know if there's anything else really to look at here, honestly. Alright, I'm just gonna talk to June. So, early in the morning yesterday, a staff member found the victim collapsed here in the park and called the police when they realized he was dead. While there were no obvious external wounds, the fact that he was a police officer and the evidence of a struggle means it's likely that this was murder. The Sumida office sent it over to us since it involved the death of an officer and we were tasked with the investigation. What we need to do is figure out what happened and whether there was foul play involved. I think that about sums things up. I can think now. I'm gonna do that. I've got a bad feeling about this case, and my gut is rarely wrong. I knew this would be a treacherous case from the moment we were dragged into it. Okay. I'll ask more about the case. But, boss? Yeah? Is this case really important enough to assign to someone from the investigation division? I mean, a friend of mine died, so it's important to me, but it's all up to the higher-ups. I'm sure they've got their reasons. Boss, you know something, don't you? It'll all become clear in time. Try not to worry about it too much. Thinking about it, the only thing we know for sure is the identity of the victim. That means there must have been something special about him, right? Maybe he knew something he wasn't supposed to, some kind of secret or something? Isn't that right? You're pretty sharp sometimes, you know that? If you've picked up on that, you should be able to put the rest together yourself. Okay. Well, it is our duty to get to the bottom of a suspicious death, especially one involving an officer. Okay. I'll ask about the victim. The victim is Hajime Yoshimi of the Juvenile Division of the Sumida City Community Safety Bureau, 27 years old, single. He mostly dealt with cases involving juveniles and education. His rank was senior police officer. You knew him well, didn't you? What was he like? Yes, we were in the academy together. We still went out for drinks together every month or two. Could be a little rowdy, but he was like a big brother to us all. He was kind and cared about his friends. For better or worse, he wasn't the uptight type of a cop. The man always showed empathy, and I heard he was popular with the locals for it. He treated each and every troubled kid he met with compassion. He had a great track record when it came to rehabilitation. Sounds like we lost a good one. Yes, we did. We truly did. I knew being a cop was dangerous. I knew something like this could happen, but it's never easy when it happens for real. I know the feeling. He didn't seem to care much about climbing the ranks, but he was at the top of our class. Only problem was that he took on so much, he had the most unfinished paperwork too. I always felt we'd need an unusual guy like him to help us solve all our unusual cases. Don't worry, you're plenty unusual yourself. Me? I was the most normal of my classmates. Wow. Besides, the real weirdo among us quit the academy a long time ago. There's one even weirder than you? If he was the most normal, I don't know. That's saying something. He seems a little odd. Oh, I can examine the scene here. This is where the victim was found. Well, it's clean now. It almost feels like nothing happened here at all. But once an incident like this has come to pass, there's no going back. Not that knowing that is any consolation. Alright, I'll ask more about the victim. Hajime was quite the bad boy in school, apparently. He ended up with the police a lot. He said the officer in charge was good to him, helped him get back on track. The reason he wanted to become a cop was to pay his kindness forward. Said it was the first time he ever took his studies seriously. That's a good story. Love that kind of thing. Makes me want to have a drink in his honor. Please don't make fun of my dead friend. Oh. Hey, I said in his honor. You should aspire to become the kind of cop people miss when they die in the field. You say that like it's a sure thing I'll die. Besides, if I end up biting it, I'm sure you'll be the one who misses me the most, boss. Come on, don't be like that. You'll hurt morale. Well, I guess how much I'll miss you depends on how this investigation goes. I can already see it. Ario, no. Why'd you have to go and get yourself killed? I have no idea what's going on in that head of yours. Yeah, that'll be a sight to see. I can't wait. You can't wait for your own death? Get it together, kid. Sheesh, you really are something. Thank you? They have an interesting dynamic. Very, I don't know what you want to call it, like good cop, bad cop. Okay. I just like to ask about everything in a category before I move on. What about the victim's family? The Yoshimi family is from Kita-senju in Adachi City, but Hajime's parents died a long time ago. He lived there all alone, no siblings or anything. I went to his house a few times for drinks. I was surprised. It's this huge old-looking place. Like, you know, the kind of place that seems super haunted. And he lived there alone? It looked like the home of an old noble family. It was hard to imagine him being such a delinquent living in a house like that. There's that bias I was talking about. If he's from an old family, I'm sure things were complicated. That's a bias, too. He never talked about any of that, even when we were drunk, so I don't know much about it. Oh, one more thing. Yeah? Hajime was engaged. He'd been seeing his fiancée ever since they were in school, over 10 years. They'd just started talking about getting married. What was her name again? He showed me a picture once. She was a beautiful woman. That's so... how terrible for her. But she may know if there'd been anything going on with him lately. We should speak to her. I will say that the timing almost seems a little sus, but I don't know, it could just be a unfortunate tragedy. Yeah, his fiancée may have been his only confidant. I'm sure someone at the Sumida Police Department has already contacted her. I'll look into it tomorrow. Hey boss? I looked into the case that Hajime was running. Oh great, that's the kind of stuff I want to know. What was Hajime working on the day he died? Well, according to his report from the day before, he had 2 cases involving juveniles. Uh-huh. The first was the suicide of a high school girl who jumped off a building in Kamezawa last week. Ah, that must be related to the other protag. Yeah, I did hear about that. Oh. The girl's name was Michio Shiraishi. She was a second-year student at Komagata High School. But it seems as though Hajime had had contact with her even before this incident. So she'd been troubled for some time. That's the thing. About a month ago, he happened to see her walking around town. She looked upset, so he struck up a conversation with her. He was sure there was something bothering her, but she wouldn't tell him what. Must have been trouble at home. That's what he thought too. It seems he visited her home and spoke to her parents, but they said there was no problem, so there was nothing else he could do. And now she's dead. Then it's possible he could have prevented her suicide then. He must have been devastated. And that's why he was looking into this Michio Shiraishi again. He must have thought that something terrible had happened that drove her to end her life. But ultimately, he never reported the findings of his investigation. I see. And you're thinking that it may have had something to do with his death? We'll have to find out what it is Hajime discovered. Right, let's check with the Sumida Police Department about that tomorrow, too. Wow, I can ask a lot of stuff about the victim. What was the other case he was working? This one is also related to a Komagata High student. A troublemaker named Hitomi Okuda. Okuda sounds kind of familiar. She seems to be the leader of a group of kids who get up to no good. Juvenile delinquency. Fun. She was pretty bad for a while. Multiple charges of destruction of property, assault, and battery, you name it. Hajime had been working with her for about 6 months, but she was finally starting to open up. Then, he met with the girl the day he died. Well, every school's got its problems. But I'm sure he'd be worried about how she'd get on without him. Right, just when she'd finally found an adult she could trust. She might act out without someone to help her get through this. We'll have to make sure the Sumida Community Safety Bureau does their job. But can't rule out the possibility that meeting with this delinquent girl had something to do with his death. Then we'll have to interview her, too. Yes, you're right. She may have been the last person to see him alive, after all. I'll ask Sumida to introduce us tomorrow. Though, who knows if they'll actually let us talk with her. That's what we hired you for. Lay a little boyish charm on them if they need convincing. Yeah, I'm sure they'd prefer me over a scary-looking old man like you, boss. Watch it. I'm still your supervisor. You ought to act like you respect me, at least. Oh, I thought I was. You were? Shit, is that just how your generation speaks? You really are a new breed. Damn. It's probably just me, actually. Well, don't think you can get away with that with other people. So anyways, boss, were you even listening? We've got quite a bit to look into tomorrow. First, the 2 Komagata High School cases that Hajime was handling. And we need to speak with his fiancée as well. I believe that's it for tomorrow. Okay, let's ask about the cause of death. As for the cause of death, we won't know until the autopsy is done. From what we've seen, though, it'd appear to be some kind of acute heart failure. But since he had no record of chronic illness and had no visible wounds, it's possible that poison or drugs could have been involved. Dying in the middle of the park like that, it certainly seems suspicious. We found signs of a struggle at the scene, as well as footprints belonging to an unidentified individual. We got people trying to identify those prints. If we can find out who they belong to, we might be able to figure this whole thing out. Yes, wouldn't that be nice if that were the end of it? The only things Hajime had on him were his badge and his wallet in his pockets. So we can rule out a mugging. Though there probably aren't many people who'd think to try mugging a cop as big as him. I've also heard that Hajime got into a fair few fights in his younger days. He started judo once he became an officer and rose up the ranks quickly. Sounds like the perp would have had been pretty strong to take on Hajime. Yeah. Time of death was around 11 p.m. 2 days ago, outside of the park's operating hours, of course. His body was found early in the morning yesterday. 11 p.m. the day before yesterday. What was Hajime doing out here at that time in the first place? That's the question, isn't it? The entrance of the park is closed after hours, but it's a small gate that'd be fairly easy for him to get through if he really wanted to. That would, of course, be breaking and entering, but what do you think, boss? I'm not really sure. I can't really think of, like, what he would be hiding. I feel like maybe this seems more likely. It's hard to imagine a cop like Hajime would trespass for no reason. And since it seems like someone else was here with him, could they have called him here? Oh, that does seem likely. They must have been talking about something pretty sensitive to come here in the middle of the night. So Hajime met someone here to discuss something in secret. And then they got into a fight? No, that wouldn't match the cause of death. There were no wounds on the body that would indicate a spontaneous scuffle. The perp must have planned something. Then you think it was meditated? That would mean they called Hajime to the park with the intent to kill him? Well, there's still the possibility that it was just some kind of accident. Maybe the perp tried to threaten Hajime and things went south from there. We should be able to get a clearer picture once we know exactly what killed him. Right. Alright, about Tsutsumi. But either way, I'm so glad you're back in the First Division, boss. I've always admired your work. You were like a god to me. You were the whole reason I became a detective in the first place. Yeah, about that. People have been saying that ever since you first entered the academy, but... Yes, that's because it's true. I couldn't believe you got transferred out of the first just as I was assigned to it. So getting to work a case like this now, just the two of us, is a dream come true. Happy as I am to hear that, well, how should I put it? What is it? If that's true, I'm not sure you've been showing me the appropriate amount of respect. Damn. Huh? But I do respect you. Don't tell me you're going senile, boss. That's exactly what I'm talking about when you run your mouth like that. It's getting late. You must be sleepy. Don't worry, boss. I'll make sure we get out of here soon. Yeah, I get it. I don't know, I'm suddenly kind of sus of June. Like, what are his intentions, you know? I've been wowed by your shrewd detecting abilities all day today. Oh, really? Funny, I've been wowed by you, too. On the topic of family, what's yours like, boss? The hell is wrong with you, prying into my personal life all of a sudden? It's just, I've never heard you talk about them or anything. Oh, are you single? Shut it, that's none of your business. Yeah. Well, ever since I joined the force, I've been thinking. The department really pressures young officers to get married. I wonder why that is. They don't say anything like that. You don't say anything like that, though. How should I know? I caved to the pressure myself and got married 20-some years ago. Huh, so then... God, you're relentless. She took our daughter and left 4 years ago. Thanks for reminding me. Oh. Oh, I'm sorry. I can't believe she'd give up a guy like you. I don't know. Maybe maybe he's got the eyes for him, you know? I was never home much. Too focused on work. I'd come home late only to get called right back out again. Plus, being a cop is dangerous work. I don't blame her for getting fed up with it all. How sad, especially when you're out here putting your life on the line. Oh, is that why you transferred out of the first? It was already too late by then. You better be careful, Ario. You say that, but there's not much I can do, is there? That's the nature of our job. There aren't many who can really understand it, not unless they're involved with police work themselves, or related to someone who is. But wait, you have a daughter, boss? Really think I want to talk about her after all that? Have some sense. Come on, I promise I don't mean this the way it sounds, but how old is she? Geez, you don't know when to quit, do you? At least try not to look so intrigued. Well, she's a bit rough around the edges. I think most men are intimidated by her. Damn. Last I heard, she's living by herself and going to college. Wow, a college student. Men love an educated lady. Oh my god. This dude is gonna get his ass beat. Stop that. What kind of cop are you making baseless assumptions like that? She's living on her own though, huh? You must worry about her. Worry? I don't even know where she lives. Huh. Oh, so she hasn't told you. Probably because she knows you'd follow her around everywhere. I would not. I don't think. Come on now, we both know that's not true. Listen here. You may look like a mean old man, but you sure have a soft side. What? Is that supposed to be a compliment? I can't keep up with you. We're done talking about this. Jeez. June is so, like... He really likes to push buttons, for sure. Oh, that reminds me. If you got married 20 years ago, it must have been right around the Nejima murder. You know your history. Yeah, that happened a year or two after our wedding. You were the one who arrested the killer, weren't you? We studied that case at the academy. I was only in elementary school at the time, but I still remember people talking about some dangerous criminal getting arrested. All that was just... cracking the case, finding the guy. It was all just happenstance. I'd really rather not think about it. It was a disturbing case. Did it not make your skin crawl when you learned about it at the academy? It did. We were all terrified. Sounds about right. No one could believe that such a mild-mannered man could have committed such a terrible murder. If we had overlooked one little thing, we may never have caught him at all. I think I remember hearing there was only one charge brought against him in the end. That's right, we didn't have the evidence. I knew there was no way such a meticulously planned crime could have been there first, but... We may have stuck Fumichika Nejima in a cell, but it was no victory. He always had the upper hand. And all the damage he did to everyone involved, especially the victim's classmates. It's already been 20 years, huh? God damn it. This is why I try not to think about it. I'm sorry. Let's ask about the occult. So, all this occult stuff, have you heard about it, boss? What are you talking about? This rite of resurrection thing that everyone's talking about. No, not you too. I've been hearing about that shit everywhere. Oh, you have? That's surprising. Who cares what people are talking about? It's got nothing to do with our job. But don't you think the occult stuff with this case feels, I don't know, realer somehow? The whole thing started right here in Honjo in Sumida City, so I thought that maybe... Cut it out. Nothing good can come of getting involved with that rite of whatever or that record of fates. Sounds like you know all about it. Boss, are you secretly into the occult? Stop that, seriously. This isn't a joke. I get why you'd be intrigued by something called the Rite of Resurrection after a buddy of yours died, but bringing the dead back to life, that's the stuff of fantasy. It's not real. Okay. Yeah, I kind of got that feeling, like, Tatsumi, he definitely seems like the realist type, you know, where he's just like, nah, I don't mess with that stuff. So don't go hoping for miracles. Got it? Well, boss, I think that about does it. Right, let's call it for tonight. I'll see you tomorrow. What? Oh god, what is that? Boss, what's wrong? Don't tell me you're going senile. He's making the senile joke again? Darn it, it was that case all along. Boss, what is this? There's something over there? Grah. Such deep sorrow, a resentful memory is flowing into my mind. Those who deceive with falsehoods. It's hard to read this sometime. In eternal darkness. I think it says hung up forever. Those who spread lies. Oh, I got the Evergreen Beach curse stone. You can use it to kill those who intentionally try to mislead you. Ah, that definitely seems like harder to figure out. When someone lies to you. I guess you'd have to prove that they're lying. A murderous impulse seeps into my soul like thick black tar. Ow. Kill. Can you hear it, curse bearer? You who so strongly desires the right. Alright, so your boy is cursed now. Boss, boss. Boss, what's the matter? Don't tell me you really went senile. Oh my god, this dude has made this joke like 3 times. He's about to get his ass beat. Sorry. I'm fine. Ario. Yes? I have some bad news. Oh no, your senile... I don't know how to say that. Senility is kicking in, isn't it? No, we've got a bit of trouble on our hands. Looks like we'll be working some overtime. We're not going home tonight. Huh? What are you talking about? Jeez. Alright. Okay, so that's kind of interesting. I could just literally switch to another story if I wanted to, but I'm gonna keep with this one. Alright, midnight. Former Yasuda Gardens. Okay, so let me get this straight, boss. Rite of Resurrection really exists? And to use it, you have to kill people using the power of curses from the 7 Mysteries of Honjo? And the curse you have is from the story of the Evergreen Beach that's told in this area? Is that right? Yeah, pretty much. You're quick on the uptake. You weren't your usual silly self when you were explaining, so I knew you were telling the truth. I'm never silly. The only thing I have trouble believing is that you're taking this occult stuff seriously now. I mean, talk about paranormal. I thought you didn't believe in any of that. It's not that I don't believe in it. My familiarity with it is why I've tried not to get too close. Okay. I was thinking that was a possibility, like he just tries to like shut it out, basically. Are Are you just being a sore loser, not used to admitting you were wrong? Oh, shut up and listen to me. No point in trying to hide things anymore. We won't get anywhere if you don't understand this, so listen up. Please, just listen. You don't have to keep saying it, I'm listening. We don't have time to waste. We'll talk as we walk. Hey, wait for me, boss. Okay. So we're going to Ryogoku Bridge. Alright. Sorry, I just want to double check one thing. You're telling the truth, right? This isn't a side effect of your senility. It's the truth. Not like I can prove it, though. Alright, I'm gonna think. Revealing the existence of a secret department is against the rules, even to a fellow cop. But this is an emergency. I need his help. I'll tell him. He's not stupid, but he sure can be slow sometimes. Though I think that positivity of his may come in handy at some point. I'm sure you already know this, but this is all top secret. No sharing it with anyone. Right, you can trust me not to. But no, I just can't believe it. I'd heard rumors that you used to be a member of a secret division attached to the Security Bureau. I can't believe we actually have a department called Paranormal Affairs. Yeah, I'm sure it comes as a shock. I couldn't believe it myself. I thought the higher-ups were messing with me. Really had me worried for a while there. No, this is incredible. That's the whole reason I became a cop. I was always fascinated by secret agencies and stuff. Serious? But thinking about it, it totally makes sense. The curses and spirits really do exist. And of course we need a special department to protect citizens from them. You seem a bit too eager to believe all this. And hang on, I thought you joined up because of me. Come on, boss. Do you only have one favorite food? You can like more than one thing. Yeah, whatever. In any case, the official stance is that the supernatural doesn't exist, so Paranormal Affairs operates in secret. Still not sure why they stuck me there. Those 4 years, I worked nothing but cases involving the supernatural. Yeah, that sounds pretty cool. Okay. Let me take a look at some of this. Okay, let's read about some of this stuff here. I'm just gonna skim it a little bit. Oh, Tetsuo. Okay, a lot of this is stuff we already know. Okay, yeah. He has a penchant for candy and desserts. He tries but fails to conceal from other officers at the risk of appearing soft. He delights in buying local sweets wherever he is sent to investigate a case, would often volunteer to be dispatched to distant locations to acquire them while he was with the Paranormal Affairs Bureau. He's knowledgeable about current trends. A trait he puts down to investigation-related research, which is actually spurred by his wish to have something to discuss with his daughter. Aww. Alright, here's June. Okay. Yeah, so basically Tetsuo made him want to join, but As an adult, June continues to hold on to the faint hope that the world is as he pictured it in his youth, a thrilling place in which superhuman heroes do battle against secret evil organizations. He attended the police academy with Richter Kai. Oh yeah, that's that other dude we saw last time. The two initially became friendly when June found Richter holed up alone in the reference room, scouring over old crime data and inviting him to go bowling, a popular pastime during this era. Yeah, now here's Richter, which I don't really know too much about him yet, but here's Hajime. Yeah, this is all stuff they kind of talked about already. Okay. Yeah, this is all stuff that I have seen. Okay, this is talking about the Paranormal Affairs Bureau. I'm just kind of skimming through this. Currently, there are only 5 members, including the chief. The Bureau has a network of psychic contacts across the country who assist with their cases, including Mio Kurosuzu. Okay. Due to the sheer volume of cases, closed-lipped experienced detectives without paranormal abilities of their own, such as Tetsuo Tsutsumi, are sometimes assigned to investigate. The current chief of paranormal affairs is a man named Kuiru Nakagoshi. He was born to a family of psychics who have been involved in keeping the world safe from paranormal phenomena for generations. Has served as Mio Kurosuzu's mentor since discovering her. I'm curious about this person. Mio, I've not seen them, although I feel like I want to say maybe that one high school girl referenced her. Like, she just sounds really familiar. Kuiru is an elusive figure. Very few have met him in person. He's rarely seen in the office. It is said this is because he has been the target of curses. Something he's, like, not even human, basically. Okay. His seat in his office is usually occupied by a Nue, a legendary creature found in Japanese folklore. Okay, I'm not really sure what that is. Oh, I see. It resembles an ordinary white's thrush, and acts as the messenger, leading to bizarre scenes of police officers reporting their findings to a bird. That's it. Okay. Interesting. So here we're talking about a spirit board. Yeah. Okay, yeah. Its usage can cause self-hypnosis or autosuggestion, leading to hallucinations or symptoms similar to spirit possession. Many schools have banned them. There are several cases of students sneaking into schools at night, using them. In addition to stories of people having seizures when using the boards, that's interesting. Okay. Okay, this is talking about the Nejima murders. Okay, so maybe we'll learn more about this. It's a case from over two decades ago involving the murder of a female high school student. A human left hand was discovered floating in the Sumida River. Okay. And they found it belonged to this missing high school student. Appeared to have been severed deliberately. Okay. A large-scale search of the river was organized. The highly polluted state of the water made this impossible. Visibility was poor, the stench was intense, and the divers quickly fell ill. They succeeded in recovering only the victim's head? Ugh. Appeared to be part of her leg. Or the search was called off. Jeez. The Samita River was as polluted as it had ever been. Neither fish nor shellfish could survive in it, eventually causing the annual fireworks festival to be called off indefinitely. Wow. Over the course of the search, the police discovered a number of unidentified human bones. This caused a stir among the public, as several other young women who had gone missing in recent years in the Tokyo area. It was feared they may have fallen victim to the same fate. Forensic technologies at the time were not advanced enough to determine the identities of the deceased. Okay. During a questioning about a separate incident, Umichika Nejima, a 36-year-old shop owner with no relation to the victim, divulged details about her that had never been released to the general public. An investigation into his background was conducted, leading to his arrest. Okay. Nejima testified he had snatched his victim from the street and confined her in the underground storeroom of his shop. Jeez. Which also served as his living quarters. He chose her for no special reason, but simply decided she was an opportune target because she was walking alone at night. Okay. Oh. Oh my god. I don't even want to read this. Oh, basically you just tortured her. Okay, I'm just gonna skim past this a little bit. Yeah, and then he disposed of the remains in the river. The brutality of his actions shocked the nation when they were eventually reported. Once apprehended, Nejima readily divulged the details of the murder, but was less willing to explain his motive. I feel like that tends to be the case a lot of the time. They don't really have a reason for it. When asked, he would only break down in tears saying, "I don't know what came over me. I know it was wrong." The police could extract nothing more from him than expressions of remorse. Although the efficiency of his methods strongly suggested he had committed similar crimes in the past, no corroborating evidence ever came to light. Okay. He was sentenced to life in prison at his first hearing. The sentence was imposed with no appeal from the defendant. Okay. Okay, so yeah, this is just all the notes about the current victim, Hajime. Okay, which they kind of already explained all that, so. Alright, cool. Wait, is that one dude? Shadowy figure? Someone's watching us. Doesn't seem like they're gonna run. Let's just keep an eye on them for now. That's creepy. Okay. So I guess at this point I'll just probably talk to June a little more. So, do you have it? Have what? Spirit sense, of course. Are you what they call spiritually gifted? Nope, I've never felt anything at all. Even if I did, I'd be a lightweight at best. One beer and I'm down for the count. Wait, he's also making alcohol references like Yoko? What the hell? Oh, huh. Is that how people in the field quantify someone's spirit sense? Like how much liquor they can handle? Nope, that's just me. Thought it'd get the point across. No, it's not just you. Yoko also does that. Oh, huh. Sorry, seems like I keep disappointing you. No, it's not your fault, boss. At the risk of disappointing you yet again, I'll tell you one more thing. Spirit sense is usually something you're born with. It's tough to develop it later on. What? So there's no hope for me? No, say it ain't so. Of course you were interested. Well, you never know. You may have some hidden potential. I know there's a high schooler who's got so much spirit sense that she works on the front lines. I say work, but she wasn't paid because it was supposedly part of her training. Yikes, that seems like it'd be in violations of Article 69 of the Labor Standards Act. Wow, you really know the law. No comment. Even the occult field has workers' rights issues, huh? So, what do we do now? We've got this rite of resurrection and the curse echoes of the 7 mysteries of Honjo. The curse is being spread around the city is a bit of an emergency. It's that bad? I'll put it this way, it's like handing out guns all over town. Jeez, that's real bad. It is, so we need to find the source and put a stop to it before something terrible happens. Usually that'd be a job for paranormal affairs, but I talked to them on our way here. The main team is tied up till tomorrow night. So they told me to deal with it myself. Said it'd be fine since I have some experience. What? Then that overtime you mentioned means... Yep, you're gonna help me, partner. Alright, let's do this. You seem a bit too eager to dive into all this. You really have no reservations working a case you know nothing about? You said this was an emergency. I didn't think we had a choice. I'm just trying to be logical about this, boss. You really are something. It might actually be nice having you around. Why, thank you. Okay, he has nothing to think about. So, what exactly do we do? If these curses are connected to the 7 mysteries, then the people who have the others should all be here in town. Right, if there's 7 of them, that means there are 6 more out there. And we have to stop them all before they kill anyone with their curses. If we can, we should find and collect all the curse stones. But boss, from what you said earlier, killing a curse bearer gets you closer to completing the rite of resurrection. Won't your life be in danger if they find out you're a curse bearer? Pretty much. We can't let that happen. Should you even be out here right now? Hiding would only be a waste of time. The mystery of the one-sided reed is associated with Ryogoku Bridge. I was hoping we'd be quick enough to run into the one-sided reed's curse bearer. No such luck, it seems. Well, if nothing else, maybe word will spread that the cops are on the lookout and people will behave. That's putting a lot of trust in whoever these other people are. But it's impossible that other curse bearers with the same idea will come here. Talk to anyone you see who seems suspicious. That means someone who may have the power of a curse. Understood. In that case, why don't I ask that guy who's been watching us this whole time? You noticed him too? Well, good luck. Hey, you there. Sorry to bother you, but I've got some questions. I'm with the police. Oh no, it's this dude. Yeah, he definitely has a curse stone. Thanks for your cooperation. We'll be asking you a few things, Mr. Yutaro Namigaki. That's your name, correct? Yes, I don't mind answering your questions. You're a detective? Did something happen? Oh, right, lots of things have been happening around here. Like people dying. So, what to make of this guy? The man identifies himself as Yutaro Namigaki, a 21-year-old college student. He was watching us so calmly. Need to be careful with this guy. So, what is it you were doing here? It must be the incident at the former Yasuda Gardens. The dead policeman? I can't imagine a detective would come all the way out here otherwise. Huh? Say, Mr. Detective. Have you ever heard of the Evergreen Beach? Maybe I'll avoid it. How about you answer my question first? What were you doing here? I was answering your question. I came here to look for the Evergreen Beach from the Seven Mysteries of Honjo. Actually, I was wondering if either of you knew anything about it. This dude's, he's got my number for sure. I'm gonna play dumb. Nope, sorry. Really? How strange. Bruh, I was about to say, this dude knows. Detectives, you have the cursed stone of the Evergreen Beach, don't you? Bruh! Ario just had to react like that. He could have just completely been like, what are you talking about? How did you know? Yeah, exactly. Ario, you idiot. Well, that was much easier than expected. Oh my god, dude. It was simple inference. I figured you would have taken the curse if you were just in the gardens. Yeah, makes sense. If you know that, then you must be a curse bearer yourself. I have no intentions of hiding anything. I planned to tell you from the start. Look. This is my curse stone. I believe it's called the Foot Washing Mansion. That's right, but are you sure about this? I'm not so rash that I'd kill someone as soon as I found out they were a curse bearer, not without talking to them first. You're the same, aren't you, detectives? You wouldn't use a curse on a normal person. Let's speak as equals, shall we? I guess it's saying he's trying to deceive me. Like he's not actually, because my curse kills people if they're lying or trying to lead me astray. I feel like I shouldn't use it though, but I don't know if Tetsuo is just gonna use it immediately. I don't feel like he would. Boss? Sure, we'd rather resolve this amicably too. He really is a curse bearer. He may only be talking with us to try and activate his curse. I'll have to be wary of anything he asks me to do. I could tackle him and pin him to the ground, but that might have something to do with his curse. Any slip of the tongue could get us killed. I have to try and discern what activates his curse. So, what do I do? If this were a normal case, I'd be fine letting him take the reins. If curses are involved here, I should take over. But before we talk, there's something I should tell you. This is my curse stone, the Evergreen Beach, just like you thought. What? What, boss, why would you tell him? As for how the curse works... Boss, are you having another senior moment? You tell him that. Yeah. Why would he tell him this? It hangs to death anyone who would try to mislead me. So if you try to lie to me, the curse stone will let me know. I mean, this is kind of good because I feel like this dude is full of shit a lot of the time, so he would have to be really honest, basically. I don't have to use it to tell. Understand? Whoa, really? That's super useful. I see. Understood. That's a pretty useful power for a detective. Yeah, that's true. Now then, let's talk. Damn, it seems I've lost the upper hand. Here's the thing though, that would honestly be a pretty good strategy. Like, Tetsuo could completely be bullshitting. Like, that is how his curse stone works, but he could just be like, oh, if you lie to me, I can use it, but he could be bluffing. That would be just a good strategy in general. No point for petty tricks then, I'll be honest with you. And then right here, it lets me use the curse, so he's saying, basically he's not gonna be honest. So far, so good. Okay. I don't know if I should talk to June. I mean, he's just standing right there. He just keeps lying. There's someone I want to bring back, so I'd like your assistance in collecting soul dregs. Can't help you. Please, all you'd have to do is tell me who the other curse bearers are. He is really misleading me a lot here. But I feel like as a detective, like why would I be going around killing people? Like it just doesn't match with his character at all, you know? Like he wouldn't want to be in trouble with the law. Sorry, but as a police officer, I can't just look the other way and let you go. Please, if you help me, I'll let you two go as well. Is that a threat? No. No, it completely is, man. I wonder if he's gonna try to use the curse on me. But I have my volume down to 0, my voice volume, so maybe it wouldn't work anyway. I don't know. It's your final warning. Here's the thing, I don't know if it's going to affect June and not me. Honestly, if that could be the case. June could just die here. I'm gonna see what happens. My curse, the foot-washing mansion. Did you really think you could escape it just by being careful? It didn't matter to me which of you was the curse bearer. I'll be taking both of your soul dregs anyway. Wait, Namigaki. The foot-washing mansion is a powerful curse. It's so simple to activate. It is ready whenever I need it. There's no escape from the voice of my feet. I am wondering if I should just use the curse now. But I also don't think it will actually kill me, so... But it could kill June. I'm just gonna play it out. I'm just curious to see what would happen. Ario, get out of here quickly. Hurry, I'll find you later. What? Okay. Too late. Hear the voice of my curse echo. The voice of his curse echo? This dude. I just completely got his ass. What? Why isn't my curse echo working? Impossible. This has never happened. In an alternate reality, it has. What's happening? I don't hear anything. Ario, now, grab him. Right. Namigaki, get down. Damn it. Boss, here, his curse stone. Good work, give it to me. Will I be cursed by this thing if I grab it? Damn it, why? What do you think, boss? Should we lock him up? I mean, Would this hold up in court though? He was trying to curse me, basically. But there is the paranormal affairs department, so I mean he also just seemed like he was trying to threaten me, so I'm gonna say yeah. I haven't even touched you. You can't consider that assault of a police officer. Oh, okay. I'm just letting him go, I guess. All we need is the stone. Could this happen? My right of resurrection. Give it up. The right was too good to be true from the start. Yeah, I mean, when Shogo tried to do it, he literally just died, so. I don't know what happened to you, but you'd be better off mourning whoever you lost the right way. Now get out of here. Damn it. Yeah, that was a close one, huh, boss? He'd probably be dead if he had activated his curse. Yeah, I'm not sure what, but something stopped his curse from... Boss, are you okay? Does having another curse stone hurt? Yeah, the curse from this one is flowing into me too. Damn, he's got two curses now. Oh no. I saw what activates the curse of the foot-washing mansion, and the resentful memories bound to it. Ah, I see. I always thought that this one was one of the stranger of the seven mysteries. Now I know why. The shore is something. What did you see? Let's save that for later. All you need to know for now is that it's a particularly powerful curse. We were lucky we took it from him quickly. Well, that makes one stone. Where do we go now? Man, I'm just wondering if Tetsuo is gonna... Like, this path that I'm currently on, what if he collects all of the curses and he's cursed like 7 times? That would be kind of interesting. We'll visit all the places associated with the mysteries while it's still dark out. You made me have to do that all over again? I hope they aren't all as aggressive as him, but people will do crazy things to bring back someone they love. It seems that the hatred the curse stones are imbued with makes more people willing to kill. Really? Then what about you, boss? I'm fine. I may not have any spirit sense, but it's tough when it comes to this stuff. That's why they loved me in paranormal affairs. So you are spiritually gifted after all. Alright, let's head to the next place. Ayy. Okay. That is curious that, I mean, this doesn't seem to branch, at least from what they're showing here. But there was definitely, an alternate... There definitely could have been an alternate reality there where I died, so... Alright. This is where it lined up before with Shogo's story, where they were at this park, Midoricho Park. Like, investigating. Okay, 1 a.m. How's this? Excuse me, sorry to bother you, but we have some questions for you. Um, Araishi? They sound kind of familiar. What? Are you with the police? I haven't done anything. Don't worry, this isn't an interrogation or anything. We just want to talk. You're Hideki Araishi, right? The historian? We know who you are, so this won't take long. But since we saw you here, we'd like to ask you a couple questions. Okay, local history researcher. Um, okay, he's a historian who works part-time as a curator at the local folk museum and as a teacher at Komagata High School. He did a recent publication on the rite of resurrection, which caused a stir in occult circles. Okay, interesting. Um, he's entirely unsuited for teaching. He had no choice but to take up a position at Komagata High School in order to make ends meet. Um, I guess he's conceited. He has a conceited nature. He's unpopular among students. He's concerned that articles he contributed for purely monetary reasons have earned him a reputation as a researcher of the occult. Um, okay. He's a regular at the Kurokikyo Cafe on Hokusai Street. He can be found outside his work hours writing essays and manuscripts. His published books include A Study of the Unknown and An Introduction to Bondo History. Okay. Okay. Yeah, and here's Utaro's little bio here. I'm just wondering if it gives me any new information. Um, okay. He has lived a charmed material life. Emotional neglect at home has caused him to develop a spoiled, egotistical streak. Huh, okay. The only kindness he knew growing up was from his family's maid, and he still fondly thinks of the rice plain with butter they used to enjoy together. Aw. Yeah, he definitely seems very, like, troubled. Before I progress, I want to see, okay. So yeah, I wanted to read a little bit more on this. They added a little more information for the foot washing mansion. So there's the tale there, which I had read previously. Kills by crushing one who hears the command wash. Okay. Damn. Yeah, that does seem super easy. Okay. She was an accomplished onmyoji. She did not use her talents for the good of the world or for the people, but for her own selfish pursuit of beauty. After a fierce battle, the woman dragged herself through the streets. It was like someone had gnawed away at her body. Will I die? I've already obtained what I needed. As long as I have this. Suddenly, a terrible realization dawned on her. Her legs wouldn't move. She fell to the ground. What was happening? Surprised, she looked down. Her foot, once so beautiful and delicate, had grown ulcerated and rotten. He got her. She was on the verge of death and covered in filth to boot. Crawling to a nearby house, her breath caught in her throat. The curious residents opened up, but recoiled from what they saw. My foot is so filthy. Someone please, quickly. The woman expired while mumbling something unintelligible. So ended the life of a woman consumed by evil. Huh. Yeah, that is a weird one. Alright, let's get back to the story. Oh, well, let's get it over with. I'm a busy man. Hideki Araishi. He says he's a local historian, but supposedly he knows more about the rite of resurrection than anybody. The fact he's here at this time of night, it's plenty possible that he's a curse bearer. I somehow am doubting it, but I guess we'll see. Questioning people like this can put unnecessary stress on them depending on their position. This guy is pretty sharp. I'll have to play it safe and only push him when I see an opening. Okay. Um, from appearances, it's hard to imagine this small, bookish, well-spoken man being very dangerous. But in this day and age, you never know. I should be careful. Alright, I'm gonna ask what he was doing. Now, Mr. Araishi, what were you doing here at this time of night? Doing research, of course. Day or night, information never sleeps. That's an admirable philosophy. You know, your research has been quite the talk around town. What was it they were saying? You discovered something about some book? Um, I think it's the record of... It's the book or the record of fates? I thought it was the record. Ah, right, you found some kind of ritual in the record of fates. What? Don't tell me you want to know how to carry out the rite of resurrection too. To be perfectly honest, I'm tired of people asking me about it all the time. None of you even care about the local history. You just come crawling out of the woodwork when something interesting comes up. Looks like I hit a nerve. If you think you can force me to tell you because you're policemen, you're sorely mistaken. I'll ask about his research. Are you doing all this research so you can use the rite of resurrection yourself? If you're a policeman, do you really think people can be brought back to life? Everyone I meet. Pitiful. Huh? So you don't believe in the rite? Whether it's real or not has nothing to do with my research. Such things are better left to the occult freaks. Or so I thought. Huh? Things changed. It has become necessary for me to pursue the rite. So now I pray that it is real. Maybe someone died? What changed? I'm sure you can imagine the funds for my research. I received a large amount of funding for seeking the rite of resurrection. If I find it, I'll receive a sum so great that I'll never have to worry about money again. Oh, then that means someone is sponsoring your research, is that right? So what if they are? You have no idea how hard we work to secure funding for our research. I have no interest in teaching those children. Damn. Listen to me, I'll tell you one thing. Those experts you see writing provocative books or spouting nonsense on TV to try and get popular, all of them are just trying to get the money they need to do their research. With how popular the occult is, saying something even remotely spooky can lead to big money. What? But I bought your book! The pursuit of the unknown begins first and foremost with belief. I was so inspired by that. I do appreciate your patronage. Unfortunately, however, the occult is not my true interest. The fate of the unknown is to be destroyed by thorough research and deep consideration. No way, I can't believe it. You're surprisingly innocent. I guess I'll ask more about his research. Then what kind of research do you want to be doing? I'm sure it wouldn't interest you, but to put it simply, the focus of my research is how historical accounts transform into folklore over the years as they are passed down from generation to generation. What does that mean? Due to human bias, the account of any event is inevitably changed by the person communicating it. This is not necessarily done with ill intentions. It happens when someone tries to fill in the gaps in a story that lacks detail. Or when something's left out or bridged because of the story's length. Or when a story twists and shifts as it's spread through oral tradition. Even when two stories are told about the same event, differences in culture or environment affect how it's told, changing its content. Yeah, that makes sense to me. Silly little things can turn into terribly mysterious legends. My research and the study of how history, culture, and legend all influence each other. I see. Take the 7 Mysteries of Honjo, for example. Why are some of the mysteries seemingly about nothing particularly interesting? You'd think stories wouldn't last a decade, let alone hundreds of years. So why? Perhaps putting it that way piques your interest. I admit I am curious. So that's what you've been researching all this time. Makes sense. As I said, it doesn't matter to me whether the right exists or not. If people in the Edo period believed that what was written in the Record of Fates was real, that's all I'm interested in. Okay. But I have to be realistic. The research I'd like to do is unfortunately not very lucrative. That's why I need to take some risks. Was the research you were doing just now also related to the rite of resurrection? Well, yes, that's right. What exactly were you looking for? I have no reason to tell you that. You wouldn't understand anyway. Was the research you were doing just now also related to the rite of resurrection? Well, yes, that's right. Okay, I don't know if... Can I really get much more out of this? Okay. He says he's a local historian. Supposedly knows more about the rite than anybody. Oh yeah, okay. Let me just ask about this, the Record of Fates. This Record of Fates, where did you get your hands on it? The storehouse of an old private residence in the city, just as the public was told. I'm unable to be more precise due to an agreement with my informant. Well, in that case, I think I might have a guess as to what it is you were looking for. Maybe... I'm gonna say Curse Bearer. I feel like maybe it's that or this. I'm gonna say Curse Bearer. What? Damn it, you know all about that then? Calm down, no need to get so defensive. Maybe I'll hide it, I don't know. We both want information, right? Why don't we have a nice friendly chat? You may say that, but I don't trust you. Perhaps you've already learned about curses. Perhaps you want to take my power away from me. No, that's not true. I almost revealed my hand. I'll say nothing else. Sorry, I'll be taking my leave. Oh. Maybe I should have showed him my curse stone. I don't know. He's so fast. Sorry, boss, he got away. Damn. Complete. I guess I have to redo this. Let's try resume. I'll do from the last conversation. Curse Bear. Let me show a curse stone, see what that does. We both want information, right? A curse stone. You're a curse bearer. A leaf. It is the evergreen beech then? Yeah, will you show me yours? This is mine, the ever-burning lantern. Interesting. I'm gonna reveal it. I'll tell you this for free. The evergreen beech comes from a man who was hanged for spreading false rumors. But the accusations against him were unfounded, and he died cursing those who deceived him. So that is the resentful memory held within the evergreen beech. The memories of the 7 mysteries are truly fascinating. If only I could collect them all. Do whatever you want, but you should know something. This stone of mine lets me curse anyone who tries to mislead me. What? But, so don't try and lie to me. I'll know. You would curse a citizen? And you call yourself an officer of the law? That all depends on you. I don't want to use it if I don't have to. What is it you want? The curse stones are dangerous. I'd like to confiscate yours. Excuse me, but my right. First, let me ask you one thing. You haven't used that curse, have you? No, of course I haven't, I swear. Yeah, dude, you have. Oh. So even though I could use the stone there, Tetsuo he couldn't detect that he was lying, but the stone could, basically. Now why don't you hand over that stone? Unless you'd rather try using it on me instead. Damn you, I won't give it to you. Oh boy. If I were to say that, what would happen? Would it be a crime? The police are aware of how dangerous the stones are. I could arrest you under Article 1, Section 2 of the Minor Offenses Act. Or you hand it over, and all you lose is your secret ability. Think of what would happen to all your research if you were arrested. He's got a point. You can have this stone here. Nice. I have three curses, man. Jeez. Good choice. I look forward to seeing how your research pans out. Oh right, would you tell us everything you know about what's been going on? If you help us out, we'll give you all the information we've gotten after we solve the case. What do you say? In that case, will you tell me about all the resentful memories of the 7 mysteries? I believe they are the key to the secret hidden in the Record of Fates. Sure, why not? I'll learn about them as I collect the curse stones. Okay. But thanks to you, we learned a lot from him. I wonder, the mysteries in Wright are all public information. He kept everything he knows about the other curse bearers and the source of the curse here hidden. I was hoping he'd at least give us a clue about how to beat these curses. Oh, I see. Then we should be more aggressive next time, really make them spit it out. And by we, I mean you. I'm guessing he wants to save this curse. He wouldn't have told us anything, no matter what we asked. But now we know where he hangs out. We can always send someone for him if need be. Right, got it. I was surprised to hear that there are actually 9 of the 7 mysteries, though. Yeah, that's 2 extra curse bearers we have to find. We've confiscated 2, so there are 6 more. They could be anywhere in this town. We have to find them faster, they may start using the curses. No, I think we're already too late. Huh? I didn't tell you this, but there were some soul dregs in Namigaki's curse stone. Really? Then he already killed someone with it? It's not much, so it probably wasn't a curse bearer. Shit. Well, we know who did it. We can make arrangements and take him into custody. We have Paranormal Affairs pick him up tomorrow. For now, we'll continue our search. Right, on to the next place. We just have to cross them off the list one by one. Oh, but boss? Huh? Good to know we can use the Minor Offenses Act to arrest people with curse stones. But why didn't we do that with Namigaki? If we could do that, there'd be no need for paranormal affairs. What grounds would a normal detective have to put him under arrest? Oh, right. Yeah, I suppose that's true. Damn, got him. Alright. Um. It's not letting me progress here. That's interesting. I wonder if I need to work more on, like, the other cases first, basically. Alright. Well, I mean, there are a few connections here. There's this cowboy who um is part of the investigative division or whatever. I think he's like buds with June, if I remember right, or he knows him. Um, and then we have Yako Sakazaki, who's a high school student, and she's I mean, there's a lot of connections interwoven in here. Like that historian we just saw, he's you know, he's a high school teacher at this school. So I kind of honestly want to start up this one then. 'Cause it's not letting me progress here. I'm wondering if it's because I need to just start up a new thing. So let's do this one. Spirit board. Okay. Yako Sakazaki researches for the rite of resurrection, hoping to revive her friend who jumped to her death. To get the information she needs, she meets with her classmate Mio Kurosuzu in their classroom at midnight to attempt using a spirit board. Ah, so that's who this is. Mio? She is a part of the paranormal affairs, I'm pretty sure, because I recognize her name. Alright, let's do it. Let's do Yako's story. Midnight at Komagata High School. Oh. Oh, this is Mio, I guess. That should be everything. Okay, let's start. Ready for this, Yako? Um, hold on one second here. I'm just checking on something. Okay. I'll say I'm ready. Okay, I'm ready. Alright, let's start. Oh boy. This is the spirit board. This is how we'll be communicating. First, we'll both put a finger on the 10 yen coin that's on the board. Like this. Just like that. Relax your finger as much as you can. Now for the chant, repeat what I say, okay? O Spectre of the Spirit Board, please visit us. Your turn. Spectre of the Spirit Board, Spectre of the Spirit Board, please visit us. Good. Please tell us if you are there. Oh. Whoa, it really moved. Looks like we succeeded in the summoning. We can ask questions now. Right, questions. Start with a question you know the answer to and see the response. Then, when you know your questions are being answered truthfully, you ask what you really want to know. Okay, I'll start with something simple. I'll ask what my name is. I think it should know the answer to this. O Spectre of the Spirit Board, what is my name? Huh? What's the matter? How strange. It told me no? I bet it means it doesn't know. It may be the Spectre of the Spirit Board, but it doesn't know everything. Is this spirit really the real deal? It's fine. I feel like it's giving me attitude. Damn. Sassy ghost. Okay. I'll ask, what is this place? Where are we? Okay. H-I-G-H. It looks like it's spelling out high school. High school. High school, that's right. The answers don't seem to be very precise. Are you truly the Spectre of the Spirit Board? No. It said no? Is it lying? Not quite. The Spectre of the Spirit Board is just a temporary name we call them when using the board. We're actually calling a spirit with a strong tie to this place, or one of the people participating. In other words, a spirit that just happened to be nearby just felt like answering. They don't really think of themselves as the Spectre of the Spirit Board. Oh, really? Feels like some of the mystique has disappeared. Do you mind if I still call you the Spectre of the Spirit Board? Okay. Yes, okay. Thanks. Always good to remember to say please and thank you. I'll ask this. Fine, what is the name of the girl across from me? Oh, they know her name. Mio. Mio, that's right. That's not fair. It knows your name, Mio. It even used that weird character you used to spell your name. How flattering. Psychic girl. Okay. I bet. Even the teachers get it wrong all the time. I guess these paranormal beings just tend to take a liking to you. I don't know how I should feel about that. I guess I'll try to ask my name again. I'll ask again. What is my name? Doesn't want to say. It didn't even hesitate this time. Alright, it's time to try asking serious questions. Yeah. Michio's cause of death. Okay, here I go. I'll be serious now. Yes, please. Oh, Spectre of the Spirit Board. Did Michio Shiraishi in our class, who died by committing suicide by jumping 1 week ago, really commit suicide? Oh. So it really wasn't. I'm not surprised. I never believed it from the start. Now's the important part. Yeah. Did Michio Shiraishi die in an accident? Yes. It said yes. So it was an accident and not a suicide. Michio. Then did she slip and fall from that apartment building? Huh? She didn't? What do you mean? Michio didn't die falling from the apartment building. No way. If that were true, then why was she lying on the ground like that in the back alley of the apartment building? It was an accident but not a fall? What happened to Michio on that day? Seems like it doesn't know the details. Then how about we want to use that rite of resurrection to bring Michio back to life. Do you know where the rite of resurrection is? I wonder. Huh? Yeah, I figured something like that was gonna happen. What is this? Stop. I'm scared, Neo. Calm down. We can't let go before it's over. Uh-oh. A fool's procession, those who hear it shall fall into the depths of hell. Those who hear this sound. The fool's procession. You can use it to kill those who hear the sound produced by the curse echo for more than 30 seconds. The effect will be negated if you are seen in that time. Okay. So basically, I have to be hiding while doing this. Interesting. Okay. Alright, let's continue on. 2 things to remember. 1 week ago. Okay. Hey, did you hear? What, really? Who? I heard that. Michio from Class C, right? No way. Michio? She'd been acting pretty strangely lately, but I still can't believe it. Did you know I heard Michio's mom remarried last year? They say her new stepdad is a total jerk. Really? How so? Like, he'd peek on her while she changes? Ew! I heard he's even an ex-con. He'd get violent? Jeez. That's so scary, no way. I couldn't take that. I'd probably... if I had to deal with someone like that at home. Damn. Jeez. Yeah, that sounds pretty rough. Hear about this on the news, but for it to happen here, it's a little scary. By the way, isn't there a girl who transferred into Class C recently? Oh, I heard about her. She's gloomy, doesn't stand out much. Did you know that the school she was at before she transferred also had? What, for real? That seems like kinda fishy. Okay. Did you hear about Michio in Class C? Yeah, she seemed like the stereotypical honor student in her first year, but she stopped showing up to class and her grades started dropping after 3rd semester. Because her grades were bad? No fair. Just thinking about practice tests makes me want to die too. All the cares. Oh, I missed the lessons. Kind of went by a little fast, but um, ahem. There might be some of you who already know, but a member of our class, Michio Shiraishi, passed away last night. Calm down. I know this comes as a surprise, but please keep quiet. Cause of death is still under investigation, and there's nothing we know for certain at the moment. Detailed investigation reports will come from the police, so please don't go spreading any rumors, got it? We're sending everyone home for today. No dilly-dallying on your way. School will be off tomorrow as well. Hey you, stop celebrating. Show some respect. There will be a memorial service scheduled next week at the school assembly, if anyone wishes to pay their respects individually. Okay. Several days later. Yako? Sorry to bug you. It's just, you seem a little different from your usual self. I hope I'm not being a nosy. I'll be more personal and say Mio. Thanks, Mio. Was I acting that strangely? Yeah, enough to make me worry. If you want to talk, I'm happy to listen. Yeah, this is perfect timing. There's actually something I want to ask you. Yeah? Maybe about this. Hey, Mio? You know about the rite of resurrection, right? Yeah, it's a thing that Mr. Araishi apparently discovered and wrote an article about. I doubt there's many people who don't know. He's always talking about it. What is this face? Do you believe it's real? Huh? Well, it sounds a little too good to be true to me. But on the off chance that it really works, we could bring Michio back to life with it. I want to find it if there's even the slightest chance of bringing Michio back. But how will you look for it? Right, that's the thing. I'll ask about this, I guess. You know that spirit board thing that everyone's been doing? Where you summon a spirit and ask it whatever you want? Yeah, I know it. I want to try it out. There's something I want to know. Why are you telling me this? I mean, you seem like the type to know about this stuff. Oh, I do? Yeah, you look like you're really into that occult stuff. You know, you've got that kind of gloomy look. I don't know how I should feel about that. But you do know how to do it, right? Well, yes, I think I probably know a little more than most. Okay, please help me. You're my only hope. Michio, I wonder why she had to die. She didn't leave a note or anything, but they announced that it was a suicide. That can't be right. She would never do that. Michio was so happy and always looked on the bright side of things. She loved coming to school. I know she was going through some hard times, but for her to do that? I never got a chance to speak with her. She was often absent from school, and when she did come in, she looked depressed. Huh. You're right. And that's why everyone was so willing to accept that she did it. They acted like they cared, but all they did was gossip about it. They put together little pieces of information and spread rumors like it's the truth. Isn't that terrible? Yes, it is. I've heard some that are really awful. In the end, the only reason they're able to say stuff like that is because they aren't personally involved. Yeah, that's true. It's true that she didn't get along with her new stepdad and that her grades were down. But to say things like, how sad, no wonder she did that, how dare they? She always told me she was okay whenever I talked to her because I was worried. She would have told me if there was something bothering her so badly, she'd want to do that over it. Uh-huh. I won't let Michio's death be written off like this. Like, maybe she got caught up in something bad. Something bad? People have been talking about that body found in former Yasuda Gardens, right? Some are saying that this town is cursed or something. Yes, there have been a strange feeling around things lately. That thing you want to ask, is it? Yeah, I want to know about the truth behind Michio's death. and where the rite of resurrection is hidden. I see. Hmm. I don't know if getting the answer to those questions will be as easy as you hope. Please, the teachers and police aren't any help, and there's only so much I can do alone. If there's even the slightest chance, then... Well... Okay, if that would make you feel better, then I'll help. Yes. Thank you, Mio. Okay then, tomorrow after dark. Mio's a pretty good sport about all that. Okay, before I progress, I wanna look at some of these files here. Okay, I wanna read the update on the Fool's Procession, because that's one that is it? I think it's Yako, right? Hold on. I just want to make sure I'm saying her name right. Yeah, Yako. I don't know. I was thinking it was Yuko. But yeah, Yako. Okay. I'll just read about these profiles real quick. I'll kind of skim through some of them. Okay, here's a little backstory for her. Her family owned and operated the beloved candy shop Senoya since its establishment in the early Showa era. She's cheerful and vivacious, has a sense of duty and compassion. She's easily moved to tears, a bit quick-tempered and quarrelsome, always prepared to stand up against those who harm her family or friends. It's possible that this readiness to fight is more driven by an innate love of chaos. Damn. Her winning streak against arrogant boys in scraps since she was a child remains unbroken. Is the source of considerable stress for her mother. Damn. She's getting in brawls, I guess. Alright. And here's Mio. Okay. She transferred to Class 2C about 2 months ago. She has a somewhat off-putting dark aura, which makes it difficult for her to make friends. But she made friends with Yako and is opening up little by little. She is the apprentice of a famous psychic. She has exceptional spirit sense, takes on the troublesome task of handling spiritual disturbances that break out in schools across Tokyo before they become a problem. And that's why she transfers schools a lot. Okay, interesting. She has already solved an incident at Komagata High School involving a female student possessed by a spirit. Okay. She tries to hide her spirit sense. Many get an impression that she has a deep knowledge of the occult upon first meeting her, leading her to be anxious her secrets have been exposed. Most common comment she receives is that she seems to get along well with crows and black cats. Huh. Okay. Yeah, so I guess this is Michio right here. The girl who passed away. Um, her body was broken and severely contorted. Jeez. Um, she was an honor student, really good grades. Um, she was reserved, but had a positive outlook on life and a courageous spirit. Um, she was good friends with Yako for long lasting since childhood. Michio was pushing herself too hard, keeping her emotions bottled up to the point that they risked overflowing. Following her father's death 3 years ago and moving to a new house, she was avoiding Yako ever since. Oh, okay. It gradually grew further apart. Okay, so Michio's basically like the estranged friend of Yako, basically. So maybe on that part, like Yako feels kind of guilty to an extent and feels like, oh, I really need to try to uh feel better about her death, basically. Um, Yako herself kept her distance. Okay. Michio longed to confess everything to Yako. The moment to do so never came. Michio carried an old talisman, a memento of her father, with her at all times. Okay. Let's see if there's anything else. Okay, let's learn about this one, the ever-burning lantern. So this was the one that that historian had. Um, disembowelment? Kills by disembowelment. One who finds themselves trapped in the darkness of the curse echo. Jeez. So, is this something that has to be, it has to happen in complete darkness? Was that one that I saw before? Interesting. Alright, let's read about this. When Honjo was filled with samurai residences, the spies of the shogunate lived amongst the townspeople to keep an eye on things. The soba cart on South Warigesui served as one of their outposts. They would communicate to each other in code by turning the lantern on or off. Tonight at 4 a.m. meant that someone would be having the last soba of their life, and that their belly would be sliced open on the next night. Jeez. An unfortunate incident occurred in which a man attacked a woman in a bout of fury. He regretted it deeply, even declining to invoke the right to defend his honor, but the deed was done. Still he could not accept it. His rage at having been used by the daimyo boiled over, turning into a grudge he would never forget. Nearby he saw a lantern quietly glowing in the night, and when the sixth bell rang, the man cut his own stomach open. Jeez. Since then, the lantern could be seeing a light before the soba cart had opened, and would flicker out suddenly, even when there was no wind blowing. Rumors surrounded it. Soon all were convinced it was the man who cut open his stomach visiting from the beyond. Okay. Here's talking about Komagata High School. Over 600 people. It's commonly shortened to Koma High. It opened as Honjo First Middle School in 1943. Later became a high school. The school strives to instill its students with the 3 S's of Sumida: sound morals, social responsibility, and strength of spirit, but the success has been limited. There's been a lot of delinquents. Forced to turn temporary employees to compensate for its high staff turnover, the sports clubs face challenges with inner city location and small campus. Okay. Here's some notes on Michio. Um, yeah, I feel like I kind of know all this. Yeah. So, yeah, I think that's all I really have now. Let's continue. Huh? Are you awake, Yako? Yeah, what happened? Can't remember? Let's see, we used the spirit board and I suddenly heard something like this weird voice. And then I passed out? Yes, as far as I can tell, you aren't experiencing any negative effects. I think it was just a mild shock from how sudden it was. Huh. Ah, was everything okay with the spirit? Yep, it was almost bad, but I got it to leave. More importantly, what is that thing you have in your hand? In my hand? Whoa, what the heck is this? It looks so freaky. When did I get this? Oh, there's so much anger and hatred held within it. It looks a little like tools that were used for ancient curses. What? That's so scary. Yako, you just said you heard a strange voice, right? Could you tell me what you heard? Anything you can recall? I think it might be connected to that object. Let's see. Felt like I was at the bottom of a dark place. Then this voice felt like it was echoing in my mind. After that, it just kept shouting, "Kill them." I see, thank you. Yako? I think you may have exactly what you need in order to use the rite of resurrection. A curse with the power to take people's lives and then turn them into soul dregs. What? You mean this is a real curse? I know I said I wanted to use the rite of resurrection to bring back Michio, but why? Why me? It makes no sense. Yako, please calm down and listen. Okay. Yeah. Sorry about panicking. No, it's okay. Fear is something we feel in the face of the unknown. Long ago, people would give names to phenomena they couldn't understand in order to live with them. However, modern-day developments in science and culture have pushed for the rejection of things that can't be measured. So the paranormal has been treated like it doesn't exist. But they've been around since a long, long time ago. If you just understand, you can see that there's nothing to be afraid of. First, calming down is the most important. Accept reality for what it is. I only really gave this stuff a shot because it was popular, but you really do have a connection with this stuff, don't you? Well, I suppose to an extent. Hey, Mio, what should I do? Where do I start? Am I cursed? Am I going to die? It's okay. I'll take care of the curse. That's why I'm here in the first place. What? Trust me. I'll take care of things. It'll be alright. Thanks. I was the one who dragged you along to do the spirit board. It's fine. You're desperate to find a way to try and help your friend. But spirit boards are dangerous. You have to take them seriously. So I'm glad you invited me. Alright, let's review everything we've learned so far and think of how to move forward. Okay. What is this curse? Am I cursed? Well, I've only looked into it a little, but I wouldn't quite say you're cursed. It's more like you've gained the ability to use the power of a curse. So there shouldn't be any kind of negative paranormal effect on you. The power to use a curse? You mean this curse stone? Yes, if the curse stone is used under certain conditions, a curse will be placed on someone, taking their life and turning it into soul dregs. Soul dregs are said to be required to enact the rite of resurrection. Normally a curse is a spell that would only be usable by onmyoji of considerable talent. I believe that curse stone makes it so that even normal people can't use them. So someone like me with no knowledge could curse someone? Yes, but it's still nothing to take lightly. You could end up having it redirected right at you. To tell you the truth, something unusual did happen while we were using the spirit board. It happened right around midnight, I think. This whole area seems to be under the effect of the Feast of Shadows? The Feast of Shadows? Yes, it's a type of spell that temporarily boosts the potency of the supernatural. It also has the effect of making the powers of certain curse echoes manifest more easily. Judging by its strength, I'd say it probably covers about a 3 to 4 kilometer radius. 3 to 4 kilometers? That's big enough to cover all of Sumida City. Yes, I think the Feast of Shadows was used to cause the resentment lingering in the area to manifest as curse stones. Someone did this. But who? I don't know enough to say, but it's likely that it was done by someone who wants to uncover the rite of resurrection. This isn't something to happen naturally. I see. A curse stone's powers can only be used in this area under the influence of the Feast of Shadows. The effects also only appear after the sun has set. By setting a limit on when they can be used, the curses are strengthened. So the curses can't be used outside this area or during the day? Correct, but speaking of limits, to actually use a curse to kill someone, it seems there are conditions that need to be met. Conditions? You mean like how my curse echo needs someone to listen to the sound it makes for 30 seconds? To be honest, I don't really understand it. Like, how do I even summon the curse echo or make the sound? Do I just, like, will it? Do you mind if I try? Girl. You're gonna test it on Mio? Stop. You shouldn't be using curses so willy-nilly. Even if there are conditions that have to be met, the power to kill someone without leaving behind evidence is dangerous enough. In that sense, maybe you really have been cursed. I'm sorry that you got wrapped up in this situation, even though I'm here with you. That curse stone, I think whoever holds it becomes a curse bearer. It would probably be best for me to hold on to it, but then I'd feel bad about forcing it on you. No, I sense a powerful force rejecting me. I don't think I'd be able to take it. Huh. Really? Why? If we tried separating it from you, the curse may trigger. That's how bad I sense it wants to stay with you. No way. That curse stone might look like nothing more than an old Netsuke carving, but I can sense a powerful, resentful energy from it. I don't think it's a good idea for me to even touch it. I may seem like I know what I'm doing, but I don't know how to handle something this powerful. Really, this little thing? If you threw it away and someone with bad ideas picked it up, it could be bad. I think it would be safer to avoid the risk of getting anyone else involved and have you hold on to it for now. Well, now I'm kind of freaked out. Anyways, we need to make it to daybreak. I think the curse should weaken once it's morning. I'll help you find a way to deal with it then. Okay. So, there are two things you should remember. First, do not fulfill the conditions while it's night. Second, should you happen to fulfill the conditions, don't use the curse. Right. The mysterious voice said the curse stone is called the Fool's Procession, right? Yeah, that's from the 7 Mysteries of Honjo, right? Our school is said to be connected with a story with the same name, one of the mysteries. Right, I don't think it's a coincidence. This is just a guess, but it's possible that you were chosen because it could feel your desire for the rite of resurrection. If this is a curse of the 7 Mysteries of Honjo, then it's possible that there are others who received curses associated with the other mysteries. Yeah, that voice also said that there are other curse bearers, or whatever you called them. Not only that, apparently you can get a lot of soul dregs by killing a curse bearer. Right, that's certainly not good. Even if we have no intention of killing others with the curse, there's a chance you may be targeted if other curse bearers find us. We'll have to avoid anyone who has another of the curses. That means we should avoid people at night as much as possible. But Mio, yes? If this curse is real, That means I could bring back Michio if I used it, right? Rite of Resurrection would be real too. Yes, that's true. But you can't do that, Yako. But it feels like it's not the time to worry about that kind of stuff. If Michio died in an accident, then I'm sure she didn't want to die. What's the issue with putting a little curse on a complete stranger? I sort of feel like it wouldn't be a big deal. Mio's just sitting over there like, girl. What's going on with you? You're not acting like yourself, Yako. You would never even consider taking the life of another person. Is it the curse's influence on you? Maybe the curse echo's grudge is rubbing off on you? Will you show it to me for a second? Is there something inside it? No, stop. Yako? Oh, I'm sorry. But it's like, I just suddenly really didn't want you to touch it. I understand. I'm sorry. But you need to give up on the rite of resurrection. What? Because that's the real curse. Using resurrection as a lure, it tempts curse bearers into using their curses. You have to resist it. Don't let yourself be deceived by some curse. But Michio could... I think for tonight we should get you home to rest. I'll walk you. The curse's influence should subside in the morning. Okay. I'm sorry, but I'm telling you that you need to give up on the rite. It's beyond us. Even a single curse stone alone is too much to handle. Bringing back the dead isn't something so simple. I know how much it hurts, but please focus on just worrying about surviving tonight. Even now, we're in great danger. Okay, let's get going then, shall we? We'll take the same route we took to get here. Right. We'll be fine, right? There's no one else at the school, is there? I think so. The night shift janitors shouldn't be patrolling this late at night either. What? What? Why'd the lights go out? Mio, are you okay? Boy. Hello, Mio? She's not here. What's happening? Where are you? Just kind of looking around. Mio? What was that? I'll try, like, turning around. Oh. Oh no, what was that? Get me out of here. Mio? Mio, where are you? Yako, I'm here. Over here, can you see me? Huh, where? I can't see anything. Um... There you are, Mio. This way, over here. Be careful, your field of vision is being limited. Right. Oh, that was weird. Alright. Alright, so the next chapter, Escape from Komagata High. Let's do it. Hey Mio, what was that just now? Could it be another curse echo different from mine? I think so, yes. We may have been discovered by another curse bearer. Oh. Hmm? What's wrong? Someone's there, in that classroom. What? Something moved inside. Well, um, I feel like the move is just to keep going. I'm gonna do that. We don't need to check it out, right? Let's hurry and get out of here. Maybe. The person who used that curse echo may be in there. If we could just see who it is, it could help us later. Right, okay, just a glimpse. Be careful. Boy. Well, can you see anything? Try and get a look around. Oh boy. Oh. Ah. Huh? Is that our homeroom teacher, Mr. Jonouchi? And the person with him is Hitomi from Class A? What? Oh my, what's going on here? That bastard. He's at it again. I have to kill him. Girl. How do you even know what's going on here? I mean, it does seem very sus. But like, come on. I won't let him get away with this. What? The curse. I could kill him with it. No, Yako, you can't use the curse stone. What's gotten into you? Resist it. Who's there? Is someone there? This is bad. We have to go before they see us. Jeez, girl. Seems like they're not coming after us. Let's hope they didn't see our faces. But, Yako, what came over you all of a sudden? Sorry, thanks for stopping me. It's like this uncontrollable rage suddenly welled up inside me. I wonder what's gotten into me. I can barely even remember what happened. I'm really sorry. I do think it's partly the curse's influence on you, but we certainly saw something shocking. My heart's still pounding. I'm a little surprised you know Hitomi from Class A. She tends to stand out a lot. Gotcha. Well, she certainly does dress like a delinquent, though she barely shows up to school. But could... Oh god, what is that behind me? Could Mr. Jono Ichi or Hitomi really be a curse bearer? I don't know, but we should be careful just in case. Yako. When I give the signal, run. Go straight for the entrance. Don't look back no matter what. Huh? Why, did something happen? Well... Yeah, you see, there's a giant disembodied head floating behind you. Something happened, didn't it? What about you, Mio? I'll be fine. We'll meet up outside the school gates. If I'm not there in 10 minutes, go straight home, okay? Okay, go. Oh, shit. Right. Don't look back. Don't look back. Man. Really is this escape from high school. Jeez. I have to get outside. Let's see. To get to the gates, I go by the gym and... what are you doing, miss? Oh boy. Oh, this is the janitor. You shouldn't be here this late. Don't you know what time it is? Oh, Mr. Ashimiya. Well, if it isn't little Yako. Anyways, students ain't supposed to be outside playing around at night. I know you're rough around the edges, but I didn't take you for one to act out like this. Um, sorry. Sorry, I forgot something back in the classroom. No sass today, huh? Realized you were in the wrong, did you? Yes. Forgot something in your classroom, huh? You're a piece of work. But you don't have nothing with you. Oh, wait, you do. What's that in your hand? Huh? Well, this is what I forgot. I got it from my grandpa. It's really important to me. Girls these days sure have weird tastes. Well, okay, better head straight home if you're done. I won't tell on ya. No, wait, I can't let you walk home alone this late. Alright, wait just a minute. I'll hurry and lock things up. Ah, but... Oh. What's this? Was this a potential dialogue option I could have unlocked, but I can't say it? Okay. Actually, a friend of mine is still inside. I think they'll be here soon. That's so? Who's your friend? My classmate, Mio Kurosuzu. Ah, that transfer student? Breaking school rules already, huh? Didn't take her for the type. No, I was the one who dragged her here. Well, whatever. I'll go take a look. It'll be safer if you go home together. Oh boy, I feel like this dude's about to just straight up die. Oh, right. She's in the first floor hallways. Be careful though, you don't know what may be there. Why would you say that? What's that supposed to mean? First floor, yeah? I'll be right back. Alright, 2 a.m. 2 a.m. hours. Alright, we're at the entrance. Something definitely happened to this dude. She's late. I've been waiting for 20 or 30 minutes, but there's no sign of her. Oof. Starting to get worried. I'm going to take a look. She told you to go home, but alright. Mio, are you there? Oh, man, what am I about to find? Oh, no. Uh, no! No, Mio! But, Mio, what happened? Where did I go wrong this time? It's all my fault. I left her alone with a curse bearer. Mio. No! I'm sorry, the truth is, well, guess I'm just dead. Oh man. Huh. Yeah. So I'm a little curious there. I feel like, well, I tried to just ignore that one classroom where the homeroom teacher was, but Mio, like, forced me to go over there. So it almost makes me feel like I should have used the curse or something. Maybe, and then there was another dialogue option with the janitor that I just didn't have for some reason. This was bound to happen. There is someone who must not be trusted. Once you have an idea of who it is, be sure to come back. Okay. I'm sure you'll see what you need to do differently. Uh, I don't want to say it was the janitor. It was probably like the homeroom teacher or something, but it's a difficult judgment for Yako Sakazaki to make. Oh, okay. It'll be incomplete for now, but I should try another route. Okay, interesting. So I probably have to do a Harue's route to continue, basically. But yeah, I think I'm gonna save for now. And yeah. I think I'm actually gonna call it for today. Um yeah, so I think next time I'm going to work on Harue's route and then see where I can progress from there. But yeah, close out of here. But yeah, I definitely had a lot of fun today. Um yeah, I was like, "Oh, okay, I'll just save Yoko this time and see where that goes." And then it just immediately resulted in the main character Shogo just dying. So I'm like, "Oh, okay." So I'm gonna next time I stream, I'm gonna further explore like the three routes of these characters and see how that goes and do a little exploring there. So I don't have my schedule out yet, but I'm gonna be streaming next week. Usually I post my schedules on like Sunday, so I'll have that posted once I figure out like what days and whatnot that I'll be able to stream next week. So yep, likely gonna be some Paranormasight, and I'll see how long it'll take me to finish that basically. But I'll have some stuff planned ahead, and yeah, yeah, I definitely look forward to it. So yeah, this is Mooney Gooey, and I'm out of here. See ya.